Hello everybody. Oh, that's loud, isn't it? This is going to be a live stream of the game Deepest Trench, which has been provided to me through Press Engine. It came out in October 2024, but we're taking a look at it today. Yes, so let's take a look. Now, apparently it is some sort of adventure some sort of adventure which I've heard that you can do in co-op, but that could be I could be mistaken. Yeah, there you go. See, 1 or 2 players. Well, I'm by myself, so we're gonna have to do it by 1. Okay, so this has been done in Unity apparently. Although I do notice the graphics here are quite blurred, which is concerning, considering I did put on for highest graphics. Dude, you're stopping on a zebra crossing. That's not a good sign. This bar needs to hire a damn cleaner. I'm sorry, but if I saw glass bottles on the floor, I'd just walk straight back out. Okay, I'm not impressed by the graphics.
I never would have expected in all the places in the world I would find the legendary ex-Navy SEAL Master Chief Robert Wilson in a shithole bar like this.
You got the wrong guy.
Unlikely. Highly decorated in multiple missions, top security clearances with both extraction and high-tech military.
This guy wants to be Sergeant Johnson from Halo. And the fact that he mentioned Master Chief is an obvious shout-out.
You're mentioning died a while ago. Now, unless you're buying me a drink, the door is that way.
I'm Captain Henry Jacobs, and I'm not here on a social call or to make friends with the Berne. I'm here because there's only a handful of people on this planet capable of completing this special task. Interested?
Nope.
Burnout is far from accurate. Now comfortable. Yeah.
This is a game called Deepest Trench.
Listen, we see your bank statements. It's no secret you need the money. Take my card. This is what your country is willing to pay you as a civilian to complete this mission. My number's on the back. This mission is more than the poor choices you may have made to get you in this position. People are counting on you, right? You have 24 hours to decide.
I am not fond of the graphics. I was told that this was going to be really good graphically, and I'm not impressed. It looks dated, and I mean, I'm playing this in 4K, right? And it's very, very clear that the graphics are blurred. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe it had a Steam release. I don't know. I mean, feel free to check. It came out on Xbox in October 2024, so feel free to check if there is a date discrepancy.
Ah, Mr. Wilson, right on time.
You could have given him a spare set of clothes, guys.
What is she doing here, Jacobs? I thought this was a solo mission.
Are you kidding me? What the
Oh,
hell is
great.
she doing here?
I take it you two have met.
You're gonna need to find someone else for this mission. I'm not working with Rob.
Look at these
Whatever
mouth
you two have
movements, for
going on,
God's
I could
sake.
care less about. You're gonna need to get over it. This mission is more important than your petty differences. People's lives are at jeopardy, and we are running out of time. This mission is highly top secret and incredibly delicate. You'll be descending to a top secret multi-level underwater facility deep at the bottom of the ocean. The purpose of this
These
facility
graphics are
is to classify
horrible.
sensitive information. That's none of your concern. What is of your concern and mission is that this facility was evacuated due to a massive underwater earthquake that caused a significant amount of damage.
To be quite honest,
The loss of life, speech,
I would not get in that thing, considering that the window looks cracked.
store oxygen to the facility. Nothing more.
Doesn't look safe to me.
You will dock at the upper facility at the continental slope and start there. After, you will make your way to the abyssal zone and repair the facilities in this area as well. You do not have access to the lowest levels in the deepest trench, nor do you have clearances for the lowest levels. Repair the breaches in all the areas, but stay out of the lower levels. Good luck.
So, how has everything been, Maria?
Listen, save the small talk. We both have a serious objective here, and that's really all I care about at the moment. I'm sure both of us would much rather be somewhere else right now. So unless it's related to this mission, or how best to complete it, let's keep the talking to a minimum.
I've been great. Thanks for asking.
Idiot.
Yeah, the truck's still
Look at
running
those
strong.
mouth
That ugly
movements.
tan sofa that you love so much. Got a few more stains and cigar burns in it now, though. But it's still comfy.
Okay, we're about to dock with the underwater pressure pool. Keep your eyes open.
10-4.
Underwater base is very much deep under the water. Has regular windows. These animations, though.
Looks like we'll need to find a way to open that door.
Okay, so we can swap characters with the Y button. Okay. How do I raise up? Wait, do we have freedom of movement? No, okay, no, oh, I don't like that. Okay, so to actually swim up, we actually have to look up and swim. Okay. I'm guessing this is a save point. No, this refill... Okay, no. This refills oxygen. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Okay, right. What's this?
A little help would be nice.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely ideally for 2 players. Jesus. Okay. Well, I'm not impressed about the graphics so far, I'll tell you that right now. Oh, it's a wall. That's the first pretty thing that we've seen in the game, and even then that was just... Left stick press to toggle. Why not just have it as left trigger? Okay. So I've noticed a distinct flaw with this. One, the underwater base is, well,
Maybe I can use this.
flooded. Two, whilst you are controlling one character in single player, the other appears to still be losing oxygen, which probably isn't a good thing. Music's alright though.
Need to find the power station to restore power.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, well, there's a collectible. There are lore collectibles.
I think this power cable was disconnected. Maybe if we reconnect it, that would restore power.
A electric power cable underwater. Does anyone else see the problem here? There is no way these electrical things would work underwater. You would get, like, electrocuted or... Well, no, it just wouldn't work. Maybe I'm having a moan. I'm trying to think of this too literally, like logically, but so we came from over there, didn't we? Right, okay. Okay, so we're trapped in there. Okay.
I think that drill can come in use for this.
Sure, okay. Whee! Oh, these controls suck. Like, legitimately, these controls suck. While she's doing that. Okay, no. Can't be her yet.
I think we need to work together for this.
Oh, right, okay. We've got a drill here. Okay. Okay, we found a way. Okay, this is starting to grow on me a little bit. Graphics do suck though. It feels like I'm playing a late PS2, early 360 game, to be honest. It really does feel like that to me. This definitely would be better with 2 people, though. Not going to lie about that. That was pretty simple. Find a way to gain access to the kitchen. Both characters will need to work together to gain access to the kitchen. I do not like...
Yay! Now that we have lights, I can see what I'm doing down here. Awesome.
Lights on or off, I have doubts that you truly know what you're doing.
And here we go. I knew it would be you to throw the first punch.
Sorry, but it's true.
So if it's not about the mission, let's keep talking to a minimum.
She says.
You know what? You're totally right.
Screen that is apparently working underwater, because that's how they all work.
Well, it looks like she got that security clearance to go to the lower levels like she wanted. I'm curious what she was able to find out about the work done in the lower levels.
Maybe it's just none of her business. Maybe we can pump out
Okay,
all
so
the water
she had
from
the
the
drill.
levels and we can activate
Ding.
the pressure pumps.
Looks
Ding.
like it may take the 2 of us in sequence to get things started.
Okay, okay, so he's in there, right. Can't go in there. Where was the other door? Over here. Right.
We're gonna have another way around.
Pick up propane tank. Okay. Okay. So they're still giving tutorials pretty much. Okay. Okay, we've got an access card. I don't even know what that is. Fair enough. Who from? Okay, I'm obviously supposed to do something here with a propane tank, but... Never heard of them. Alright, let's find out what's down here then. Oxygen thing. Ah. Okay, I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure what the game wants me to do here. I'm noticing how quickly the oxygen depletes, though. Bloody lights. There's got to be something obvious I'm missing in here. And also, I have just noticed, why is all the writing textures backwards? Like this, biosafe. Why is it all backwards? It's like they've mirrored the entire game for some reason. Look, see on the writing on the wall there as well. Indicator point is backwards as well. No, like, why is it backwards? Okay, look, I know propane can explode, but how does it explode in this game? As soon as your character's locked in, explosions may... Okay, well, how do I do an explosion? On the gas, maybe? Yep. Okay, two things. That wouldn't work underwater. Okay, maybe that was just one thing. It's like... Okay, so look, here's the thing, right? It's like they designed everything to be a co-op thing, right?
Say there is surely something highly secretive and off.
And then they decided, and then some director said, actually, we know the base is completely underwater, but let's completely flood the inside of the base as well to make it harder. That's legitimately what it feels like has happened here.
Pretty sure we're gonna use the saw for this.
Also, chainsaws wouldn't work underwater either. I legitimately think that's what's happened. They decided to make the game, and then late in development they said, actually, let's just flood everything. And then they didn't... Well, do you think I'm right here, Apex? Because everything that we've done so far indicates a game that was done without the areas that we go into being underwater. That's what it feels like to me. I don't think it was going to be a walking sim because it's obviously a two-player thing. But it definitely feels like the water was probably an afterthought.
It looks like there are much higher grade suits to handle the pressure down here and supply us more oxygen as well. These are definitely military grade. I've never even seen pressure suits like this before.
Yeah, these suits are for sure not even accessible to the rest of the military because I've never seen these either. But hey, let's see.
I don't think they were... No. I don't think they were thinking space. Because the whole thing was like Navy and everything.
Wow. Much better with the pressure. I can barely even tell.
Definitely better. And
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
I'm glad you can find something
that
to
lighting's
help you
great.
handle
Thank for that game.
Something you want to say to me?
Oh, there's plenty I want to say to you. But for the sake of not arguing, I will let it go. For now.
I thought so. You'll never change, Rob. Very obvious to see why our relationship didn't last.
Yes.
Nice, Maria. That was a low blow. But I see you've changed plenty.
Right. Corpse, hello. Okay, well, we got a button that we can't seem to press. Right. Okay.
could you give me a hand with this?
I don't know what the game wants me to do here. We've got a big button that I can't press. And there's obviously a cable that I need to plug in there or something. Can I go through the ceiling? No. Okay, so there's two things that we obviously need to interact with in there. Can I pick the... No, I can't. Aha! Welding device. Right. Weld, weld, weld. It's a shark!
Oh my god! Did you see that?
See what?
There's something else out here.
Yes, it's a shark. Okay, so we can actually now go out in the depths of... To be honest, that looks like a lot of unnecessary... support columns. This genuinely could be fun with a second person. I'm sure there's... Because, look, most of the achievements are so-called classified. Look, collect all data logs. For some reason, it's not revealing that data. Good job, Xbox. Okay, Maria on the beach. So that's probably a collectible or something. Yeah, half of these aren't working, which doesn't help. Calamari, I'm guessing that's probably find a Kraken or something. Secret Reunited. I bet that's Find Nemo. I bet that's something to do with finding two clownfish. But yeah, half of the bloody, even the achievements for the game aren't showing information, which doesn't help. But yeah, this would definitely be better with a second person. Okay, so it's obviously taken us out here. For a reason. Now, there's probably collectibles hidden in this area. You are leaving the station. Well, then why let us go out the bloody bounds then? What's the... Okay. I believe so. Possibly. Or maybe it is couch co-op. Which would explain why hardly anybody's finished it. I will say, this game really needs fucking directional markers. It really does. Like, maybe just a button that we can press to go, hey, what's our current objective? You know? It really, really does. Because it's so easy to, like... Finally, because now we can go outside to repair the pressure. Maybe we'll need some metal plates. Well, we don't have any metal plates. Maybe if we find the leaks, it'll actually drain the station. Here's hoping. Oh, for fuck's sake. So it wants us to find the leaks, but when we try and find the leaks... It says, oh, you're leaving the station, come back. Does it want us to go up instead? See, this is the problem. The game gives us really no assistance in, you know, like what it wants us to do. It doesn't give us an objective marker, doesn't tell us where it wants us to look. Just something would help. You know? Anything would help. But the only thing it gives us is, you are leaving the station boundary. Come back or you're going to die. Like, that doesn't help somebody try and find out what they're supposed to fucking do. No, you don't. Thus the oxygen meter at the bottom left for each character. It's fine having no hand-holding. That's fine. I'm not asking for hand-holding, but just something that says, hey, go in this general direction to find out what you need to do next. You know? Because look. It says, find the leaks. Now we can go outside to repair the pressure. Maybe we'll need some metal plates. I go outside, I fucking can't go anywhere because it says, you are now leaving the fucking station. You know, just something that gives an indication. Okay.
What the hell is a great white doing at this depth?
Looking for dinner. Shark bait! Hoo ha ha! Well, remember what I said earlier about a Finding Nemo reference? Finding Nemo reference. And it's took us right back to the start of the chapter. No saves, no nothing. You know what that means? I'm done. So, message to the devs. Message to the devs. If you're going to have a co-op game, where you kind of need to control both characters at once, and then you have somebody playing it in single player. Have checkpoints. Don't send them right back to the start of the chapter, because that's a dick move. That's like legitimately a dick move. Hang on. Let me just confirm that we can't save manually. I do not see anywhere that allows us to manually save. Let me just see if we can... Nope. There's no online co-op. Actually, hang on. Easy way to find out. Let's just see if I can invite Dwaggy myself. Nope. There is no online co-op. Okay, I love couch co-op as much as the next person. But when your game pretty much requires co-op, perhaps online co-op should have been a thing that you looked into. So here's my thoughts. The two main characters are distinctly unlikable. They're constantly bitching at each other, which is just annoying. 2, there's absolutely no indication, like... I mean, yes, there was bubbles coming out of the thing, but you don't know to look for that, because the game doesn't tell you to look for that. It just says, now we can go outside and fix any leaks. Well, that's great. How do we know what a leak is if we don't see the bubbles? And it's like... as I said, I love co-op games. I do. I really, really do. But it feels like they've really missed many tricks here. Graphically, it's not fantastic. I mean, we mentioned it at the start of the video. If this was online co-op, I would love to be able to play this with a friend. I really would. And I do think that had this game had online co-op, it would have probably sold quite a lot more than it did. Anyway, the fact that there's no saves and getting one killed sends you right back to the start of the chapter, it fucking sucks. And I'm not playing this anymore.